Hi, and welcome to another edition of What Is It Wednesday with the Delta Cultural Center. And I'm Cliff, your host. Now, today I'm coming to you from a parking lot in Helena, Arkansas, at what used to be the old Safeway store, and I'm at the corner of Pecan and Porter, right across from the First United Methodist Church. Well, the reason I'm here is not just to talk about a parking lot, but to talk about what was here 100 years ago. And it happened to be a school, the Jefferson School. And so we're going to talk a little bit about the history of that school, when it closed, and what went on. And I hope you enjoy this little piece of history. In 1883, the people of Helena realized the old school that had been up some time was becoming a problem. It was too small and in bad physical shape, so a plan was created to build a new one. However, because the school district was not in good financial condition, many people were opposed. In fact, it looked like no new school would be built, but then fate intervened. The old school was destroyed by fire on January 25, 1885. To make arrangements for the school children, the upper floors of 3 buildings on Cherry Street were rented by the district until the new building was constructed. In the fall of 1885, the new school was finished and named after Thomas Jefferson. There would be several additions through the years as enrollment expanded. Around 1899, the school added football under Professor Robert Turner as coach. Other sports were also added, and the school performed well. In 1901, Samuel H. Spraggins was made superintendent of Helena schools. This energetic young educator would also teach Latin and math in addition to being principal. At the end of the 1912 school year, it was decided to close Jefferson and move the students to a new high school being built over the former home of Confederate General Thomas Hindman. Eventually, the older building was torn down and replaced by several businesses. And so ended the history of Jefferson School. Well, that's it for another edition of What Is It Wednesday with the Delta Cultural Center. And I hope you learned something about the Jefferson School. Make sure to come back next week, and I'll see you for another edition of What Is It Wednesday with the Delta Cultural Center.